Hi again, everybody. I'm back. I was going to do this one yesterday, but I decided 2 was enough in one day. So here I am today. I have a helper tonight, or today, I mean, it's daytime. Old Jackie Jack. He's all up on me and purring away. He won't get down, but that's okay. I could do the video with Jackson on me. He's my bud. So how is everybody today? It is absolutely gorgeous out. I got an awning. I almost said a awning like I don't know how to speak. An awning that's retractable because for the last 4 years, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. Insane in the membrane right here. 4 years in a row, I'll bet you I bought 2 pop-up canopies every year because the first one that got mangled in the wind didn't teach me Jackola. Oh no, I thought maybe the second one would survive the wind. Yeah, not. So I spent a lot of money on pop-up canopies that are mangled messes now in the Cumberland County landfill. So I said to Win this year I'm doing the retractable one and I'm going to give that a go. So I found one that was just over $100. Well, those pop-up canopies I was buying 10 by 10s, they were $100 and some. And I love my deck. If I have a canopy, I'll spend a lot of time out there. But I will not go out in that deck and have the sun blaring on me. I'm like a vampire. I get sick in the sun. Seriously. I get nauseated. I get throbbing headaches. My eyes water like a maniac. I cannot handle the sun. So, I like to fix up out there. I like my, you know, we have a beautiful patio set that's just sitting out there, not being used. Sometimes at night, I'll go out, but now I'm looking forward to spring because now I get to have my retractable awning out there and I get to fix up my deck. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to do flowers and everything, so I'll take you along for that. And it's nice for the kids because the kids love to play, and we have a big trough thing we got for the kids for water. I have rugs I throw out there for them to lay on instead of just the grass, even though they could lay in the grass. But, you know, the Boltz kids are spoiled beyond comprehension, so they actually have rugs out there to lay on. And I'm going to get a nice big rug for my deck for this year, and I'll be out there a lot crocheting. And it's nice because I used to go out there and sew, and that was a PETA. Because I had to take my sewing machine out, run the extension cord, set everything up, and pain in the butt. So this will be so much better. I could just take my project bag out, my laptop, and go out and do my thing. So you're going to go outside with me this spring and summer, and I'm pretty excited about it. I might even take you down to the fire pit and do a couple fires this year. We'll see. Wayne won't go out with me because he likes to be inside in the AC, so it'll have to be days that aren't super hot. And maybe we could just sit out there and have fireside chit-chat or something. We'll figure something out. But yeah, that'll be nice. So I don't know what got me on that subject, but yeah, I look forward to that. And, oh, I said it was a beautiful day. Yeah, it makes me want to go out and do stuff, but I got so much stuff to do in here, like I gotta catch up on things. So when I go out there, Wynn's gonna have to do the dog poopy poop, and their toys are like strung all over the yard. It's hysterical, and they have toys all over the house, but most of the toys they take outside, and they bring them back in when they feel like it. But toys everywhere. It literally looks like Santa's sleigh went bloop and dropped toys down in the Boltz yard. It's hysterical. So yeah, these spoiled little boop-boops have plenty, let me tell you. And I wouldn't do it any other way. So with that all said, it is a gorgeous day here in Pennsylvania. Absolutely beautiful out. I actually turned my heat off. I did not open a window because with Wim being sick, I don't want to push it. he's outside all day and I don't want to have chilly air in the house for him, so I don't do that. But yeah, it's nice in here though, and my curtains are so beautiful. Let me show you. I didn't really get to show you my curtains, and I didn't fix up like I was going to with everything going on. I hope you can see my curtains. They're absolutely gorgeous. I didn't clean all my windows, so forgive me. I tried to get everything done, but I still gotta dust again. I never seen a house that you dust and it's dusty the same day. That day, I know I told you this, when the satellite guy came, I said, I swear to you, I dusted 3 times today, and I just dusted 5 minutes before you walked in this door. And he said, I know. I said, how do you know? He said, because you have a big screen TV. They pull all the static and the dust from everywhere, and they just pool it. And I'm like, oh my God, that explains everything. Because I said, this house is possessed. I never lived in a house where I could dust, and the same day it looks like I didn't dust. As a matter of fact, within a half an hour to an hour, you wouldn't even know I dusted. Never in my life. And he said that's why. It's the big screen TV doing it. You know? There's your answer. But it drives me bonkers because I clean and I'm so happy and everything's so shiny. And by that night I look and I could write my name in my TV, my fireplace thing. And I'm like, what the bleepity bleep? Oh, it makes me mad. But what are you going to do? So, Shelly. I love almond milk. Now, let me tell you what I use almond milk for. I'll take my shakes. Like if I'm making, say I'm making GNC lean pumpkin pie protein powder, I'll use almond milk. When I make all my protein powders, with the exception of the Click espresso coffee one, I didn't try it with almond milk, but I tried it with Fairlife, and it's gag-worthy. I only like that with milk, or with water, excuse me. I would try it with almond milk, but I don't see why it would be any different, to be honest with you. So, I tried your Mio in almond milk. That is not iced coffee, my love. It simply is not iced coffee. I do either, okay, I love Atkins caramel latte shake. The specs on it are perfect. The macros for bariatric or low carb or whatever. But my focus first is bariatric. I usually put 2, but I didn't want to drink a lot today. Let me rephrase that. My Atkins were warm. I didn't have them in the fridge. So I only put 1 so I could put more ice. And I took Starbucks unsweetened cold brew coffee. So I put my Atkins, which came to about here, and then I put my cold brew to about here, and then the rest ice, and it's perfection. Or I'll do my Atkins and almond milk and ice. So I have Mios that I got a long time ago. They're still good. In fact, I just opened the vanilla last night. It was literally sealed, and I used a squirt of it. And then it didn't taste right, so I used squirt number 2. And it still didn't. I'm like, this is not coffee. I'm a coffee connoisseur. My veins pump via Java. I don't think you're a coffee drinker like me, which would explain it. But I have Mios I'm going to send you. Plus, did you check the carbs on them? I think it's 4 carbs per squirt. That's not good. Whereas, the cold brew coffee, or you could cold brew your own, there's 0 carbs. So I look at everything. It's just instilled in my brain. But I want to tell you that before I forgot. So we could talk about that later. But yeah. And I also tried Krista's iced coffee. I don't know what I did wrong, but I used almond milk instead of milk, or half and half, and I think that might have been the problem. I don't drink whole milk because of the sugar content, And I only had almond milk. I didn't have Fairlife. I didn't have half and half. I didn't have heavy whipping cream. So I think that might have been the problem. But the only thing that it didn't render was the froth, which I could care less about the froth. And I did not really care for that coffee. I'm going to have to try it again. I used Maxwell House Instant Vanilla packet. So I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'll try it again. But I'm always up for trying different methods of iced coffee. But I think I might want to stick to mine. Plus it's protein. Now if I make, say I would take Starbucks or the Stock, S-T-O-K makes another one, or my own cold brew coffee, I would do half and half almond milk, half coffee, and then I have an emulsifier blender thing that you just stick in. I would add Gene Pro, so I get my protein as well. So when I drink coffee, I'm actually having protein 90% of the time. There's sometimes I'll drink a black coffee and not add protein, but for the most part, I put some form of protein is in my iced coffee for sure. So that's what I wanted to say about that. All right, now on to the purpose of the video. Finished objects. I did a lot less than normal, but I tried to get myself going these last couple weeks of blondness with Wimby. Well, not couple weeks, week and a half, with Wim being sick and my headaches. But I want to show you what I have thus far finished. This is actually what I entered in the locale that Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, and Karen from Happiness is Homemade is hosting. This is a little chocolate lab puppy, and these are the dogs that I'm going to be offering. This is a chocolate lab, and I aptly named him Hershey. Now, they all won't have tags on like that. In fact, this tag's going to go. I just did that because the crochet along was locale. It was something indicative of your location. And I'm from Pennsylvania, and we are famous for Hershey, Pennsylvania, and Hershey chocolate. And a lot of people, when they get chocolate labs, they name them Hershey. In fact, our friends Toby and Sasha, Hershey's probably a year old now. They got a chocolate lab, and of course his name's Hershey. So, yeah. So this is my little Hershey. I love labs, but I'll never own one unless I rescue one, which I don't see happening, because Bassets and Shepherds are my breed. But I have other breeds, obviously, and they were rescues, so you never know what God's going to put in our path to rescue. But yeah, so Hershey has a little collar. See, I stitched the buckle, and then I put a little bone charm on. I absolutely love these puppies. And if you remember, I made the German Shepherd, and it took me forever to get the right size yarn to make these dogs the right size to suit me. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer the dogs, and I'm going to offer different colored collars. The dog will come with a collar, okay? I'm going to offer different color collars and matching leashes. See, the leash even has a buckle and a handle, and it does indeed hook on to, let me show you. Let me show you. I'm going to offer matching sets that'll be separate in a bag. Sorry I touched you there, buddy. Okay, why won't this open? Oh, there. Because I don't know how to open stuff, that's why. Okay, so Hershey has his collar on and his leash. These will be sets sold separate in bags as well. The dog will come with a collar, but not a leash, okay? And then there's other accessories like bones, and I'm going to make dummies like retriever dummies and tennis balls, and then I have beds, but I'm going to change the bed. I mean, the bed's nice. Let me show you Hershey sitting in it. But I think it needs to be bigger, and I'm going to make beds for in the bed, pillows, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it works, but I think it should be bigger. Crystal Droog is who designed the pattern. She did amazing. There's several breeds of dog. But yeah, these beds are going to be different. They're going to be much bigger. Beds are probably going to be like this. Like, this one is like this. I'm going to do the beds like this in ovals. And then make pillows for them. And then everything's going to be sold separate. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of these because I don't know how they'll sell. My thought is a gift for a kid, but how much money is mom and dad willing to spend on? I mean, they could. I don't know. Maybe around Christmas time, but my thought for the dogs were collector pieces. Okay, that's why I was so fussy on how they looked in the end and all that good stuff. And I'm happy with this. This is a fingering, 2 held together. So a fingering times 2 or a size 2 sport is what I need to do these pups. To make them where I can, you know, you can barely see anything through them. The stitches are nice. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. See the pretty oval eyes? I love them. Little tongue sticking out. That puppy is so cute. How could you not love that? So yeah, this was my locale. And these dogs and cats will be coming. I just don't know when because my plate is pretty full right now. That's number 1. FO. And then I got on I have all this cotton yarn. And it's been setting. I was actually going to get rid of it. And part of my Christmas gifts, I have to make my mom's neighbor stuff because my mom's neighbor is bringing her up to my father's. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make, and my moms want dish rags. So I thought, okay, I bought cotton specially for them, colors that they wanted, and I would get on this. Well, I got this doily book. And the first thing I did was I bought that mandala, the cake of cotton at Walmart, mandala comfy cotton. And I made this from the doily pattern I bought. The doilies can be done in thread or worsted. And I love it. I'm doilies all the way. I have doilies that are probably 50, 60 years old, if not more. Love doilies, always use them. So I'm all about the doily. So that was the first thing I made, and that started a chain reaction. I then made, I have a lot of scrubby, and I personally hate scrubby, but I made this scrubby, 1 extra petal so it lays funky. See if that would be like that, it would be perfect. I did 1 extra petal. I just might sew that together to make it thicker there, and then it would lay right. But this can be either a face scrubby or a dish scrubby. Just something dumb. My mom will get it. And then I said, oh, I want to make some placemats for Lori. That's my mom's neighbor. Well, I didn't have enough cotton to make sets, but this is the first placemat I did. Isn't that absolutely to die for? And this, to me, and Win, is a doily. We love it. I might be keeping that. And then I made this one. This one's really pretty, too. And I made this one. These are all doilies. They're placemat patterns, but they're doilies. Chucky hates this one. I like it. I think it's pretty. And then I made this one. This one got a little roughly, but it lays decent. And then I decided I was going to make some coasters. Well, I didn't have thin enough. I didn't have a size. I have worsted in the cottons. Oh, and all these are cotton with the exception of the scrubby. Just wanted to point that out. So I made this, and these are not coasters. I'm marketing these as candle mats, which I love. I don't know about you, but I love my candles setting on something. Whether it be a candle ring or something like this. Love it. So there's a candle mat. And another one for a smaller candle. And then these are just mixed. So I could sell those as a set. And then I decided to make a cup cozy. You know, when you get your to-go cups. This is a basket weave one. I need to put a button on it yet or something. And then this one is actually out of Impeccable. This is not cotton. This is the bead stitch cup cozy. And then I found this pattern for a dish rag. Wait till you see this, guys. Because my mom requested red. Okay. So I'm going to town on this dish rag. And I'm like, this is the biggest dish rag in history. And I looked at the pattern and it said 12 by 11. And I'm like, I still think that's big, but I just kept on going. Y'all, that's bigger than a washcloth. So I said to my goose mom, my dad's mom, my grandma mom, I said, I'm just going to still give it to her. And what she can do is lay it by her coffee maker. And when she does her coffee mug, she can just flip them upside down and dry them on this. Because it has a nice thickness in that. And it is very nice. Or she could, like, just drape it over her sink for decor. Whatever. But I'm just going to say it's a drying mat and make her a separate set of dish rags. But I actually found that I'm liking this. What is this? This kind is Peaches and Cream. Sorry about my itchy nose. There was fibers on that puppy from when I was messing with it earlier, and they got at my nose, and now my nose is itchy twitchy. Okay, I'm actually finding that I really like this Peaches and Cream. I don't know which cotton it is that I absolutely hate, because all this that I worked with was pretty nice, to be quite honest with you. And none of it was, I love this cotton. I haven't touched the stuff that Dina gifted me. This actually wasn't bad for doilies in that. This I would even go as far as doing face claws with. I don't know. Maybe I'm just changing in my old age. I really don't know. So that's what I've been making. And these kind of give you immediate satisfaction because they're quick. I mean, I whipped most of this out in a day and a half. Even being bull, you know. So that's what I actually finished. And I fibbed to y'all. I told a big fib. I just knocked that for a loop. I told you all that I would not start another WIP. I have enough on my plate. I lied. I printed a bunch of patterns. Look at this, guys. I'm moving around and Jack will not move. He's like on me. I printed a bunch of patterns that I'm going to eventually make. And I've been printing them as I find them, because I found that even when I put them in my favorites bar, I lose stuff. So, because I have that many favorites, I'd have to scroll all doggone day. So let me find this. I have to get another actual ball of that, which is fine. Yep, there it is. Okay. So I actually started this because I'm crazy in love with it. This is done with shawl and a ball. And this is the kind of stuff that I would love, because I do tank tops in the summer. And I do tank tops most of the time, and then do cardigans or something to slip over. So this is really nice. This is called a draped crochet vest, and it is a free pattern made from 2 rectangles, done by the Make and Do crew. So there's what it looks like, and I absolutely love it. So I have only 1 ball of each of what I have, but I started mine in Community Coral, and it's real simple. It's just treble. Treble, 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 treble. So I have another 8 rows to finish this side, and then I make the other panel. That just doesn't seem right. No, you don't get my stuff, you little bug. It's saying you make 2. Yeah, it is. So I'm making this. Am I making the small, medium? Let me see, guys, before I say something that's a lie. I'm making the small, medium. Okay. So it's 2 balls, and you do 14 treble rows, and then you fasten off, and then you make the second one, and you seam it, and you put them together, and you wear it. It's really nice. I just love it. Oh yeah, okay, so that's not wide. Those are your 2 rectangles. So I did start this. I don't know what possessed me. I really don't. I mean, I told you I ain't starting another WIP. And here I am with a WIP that I don't know what my problem is. Okay, now I have a refund from Annie's. Why is that? Why would I have a refund from Annie's? That doesn't even make sense. Please don't think I'm whatever. I'll use a tissue. I didn't realize I had a tissue there. To not have tissue fiber. Oh my Lord, help me. Sorry guys, I want to see what this refund from Annie's is. I don't understand why Annie's would refund me. Come on. Holy crap, do I have email? $1.78 refund. I don't understand that. Anyway, I started that. So, now I want to talk to you about something else. I wrote down what we were going to talk about. First of all, Wanda, Rolling Through Life. Yep, that's what I have. Fair/Wanda. Okay. Wanda, Rolling Through Life, and I are going to, sometime next week. Go ahead, buddy. Don't claw me on... Oh, he claws when he goes to jump. Sometime next week are going to sit down and do Facebook cam video. And we're going to go through and together help each other figure out what fair projects we're going to do. I have some picked out. One I'm going to save for last. I'll share with you. But, let me see if I have any of them. Well, you all know about my Serge Dream Coat. I showed you that. There's blanket categories. There's Afghan categories. With that said, Kayla Llama Mama is hosting a 100-day challenge, I believe it's called. I'll link you. Let me write that down. Where's my... I just had my notebook. See, guys, it's bad. It's real bad. Let me just get this. Okay. 100-day challenge. Okay. And, it's a challenge. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be a project. Like, bariatric-wise, I need to consume X amount of water every day. I don't consume water most days. So, part of my challenge I'm going to add into what I'm doing is drink water every day. And hopefully that water will increase every day. the premise is that you do something for 100 days and you accomplish something, is what I'm assuming. I didn't get in depth into it, but I'm going to participate in that. And if I'm not mistaken, it starts April 1st. So I'm going to link that, and I encourage you to all to check that out and join in with Kayla. I know that you have to do it on Instagram. I'm pretty sure. So you should or have to have an Instagram account, or is Kayla doing a Facebook group page? I don't know. I will link you and y'all can go from there. But Wanda and I are going to sit together and help each other figure out what things we want to do for the fair. And we're going to do a collab video afterward. You know how they do collabs where if they do makeup or whatever, and then they link each other's videos. Well, Wanda and I are going to do that because she and I both would like to do a video saying this is our fair projects, this is what we want to accomplish, this is what we're going to enter in what category, and hopefully encourage other people to join their local fairs if they don't have time this year. Hopefully next year they're gearing for the fair. Now, my inspiration to do the fair came from Ella and Wanda both, but a year before that, I ran into a lady at Walmart and we were talking, and I had my doll that I crocheted, and she was like, you have got to enter the Shippensburg Fair. And at that time I was new to all this, and I was like, I ain't doing that. And Wynn's like, you should. You really should, hun. And since I found the YouTube community and have joined in with the crochet community, Ella and Wanda have thoroughly convinced me that joining the fair was the way to go. So I want to thank you both again for helping, you know, the lady I met in Walmart and Wynn convince me that doing the fair was a good thing. So again, thank you both. And Wanda, I'm very excited and look forward to doing this collab with you. I think it's going to be so fun picking out our projects together, and I think our videos are going to be amazing. And hopefully, again, like I said, we'll encourage other makers to join their local fairs, because I think it's a good thing. So I will link you again to my Surge Dream Coat that I'm going to be doing, which that's going to be part of my 100-day challenge. I'm going to work on it every day, even if I only do one little panel for 100 days. That is what I will be doing. And I'm going to put this on pause because I don't want to put my butt in your face. I got to lean over the couch, and I'm going to show you my... I might enter this. We'll talk when let me pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyone that knows me and follows me knows I'm all about Americana. Most of my decor is Americana. I have been adding farmhouse in, but still, farmhouse is Americana to me. But I have a lot of patriotic decor throughout my house. Even my bathroom's all patriotic. It's Americana all the way. So, I am crazy over anything Americana. I know I showed this haul before. I had bought it online. I had got this from AC Moore. So I absolutely love these. And these are the earth tones. And I got them in these colors. Okay? Now, I got 3 balls of each, and shipped, I only paid like $40-some, which these are normally $10 a skein. And they have, it's a worsted 4, and there's 612 yards. And it's so flippin' soft. So, my dear friend Shelly, as I showed yesterday, sent me all these patterns, and I love all of them. However, there was one that was a standout, and that I just went, bat poop crazy over. And the finished size is 65 by 65, which is a nice and perfect size for me to drape over my furniture and just be, I might even hang this, to be honest with you. I don't know where in this, I mean, my walls are pretty well covered. I don't know what I'm going to do, but this is going to be something I cherish forever. This quilt requires 5 skeins at 328 yards of Country Blue, 4 of New Aran, and 2 of Dark Blush. I figured up what it takes, which I don't know where I wrote that at. Yes, I do. Okay, so the blue is going to take 1,640 yards. The Aran is going to take 1,312 yards. And the Dark Blush, which is the red, is going to take 656 yards. Well, these skeins are 612 yards, and I have 3 of each, so that's 1,836 yards of each. That's more than enough to do even the most yardage, which is 1,640. So total, I need 3,608 yards to complete what I'm going to show you, and I have 5,508 yards, leaving me 1,900, which, not for the fair, maybe for the fair, I'm going to add a set of pillows in. Okay? Are you ready? Because mine already know. Shelly, I want to thank you again because I am over the moon. This is crochet, but it is a quilt. That, thanks to my dear friend Shelly, is also going to be a fair project. And I'm going to ask them if I can enter this in the quilt category. It's not quilted, but it's a quilt. It's a quilt design. I mean, if you look. Okay. See how the Aran and the Dark Blush splits? And you can see the squares that split. See them? And you got to piece it just like you would a quilt. Well, to me, quilting is piecing. So how is this not a quilt? It doesn't say it has to be sewn, right? So that leaves me room for the Jack Frost Afghan if I want to do that. But we'll see. Might be more. I crochet fast, but I might be biting off more than I can chew. Because I want to make at least one of my rabbits. I want to make the size I made Darby. That was a beautiful rabbit. That rabbit is probably the nicest critter I have ever made. Or I might make a really special heirloom critter with my bonnets and sweaters. I don't know yet. Because I got all that DK to make more sweaters and bonnets. So I might design a bigger one and a bigger toy. Maybe a really special bear or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what I do. But this and my Surge Dream Coat are going to be part of my 100-day challenge. Every day, like this is done in blocks, I have to do 192 Country Blue blocks, 145 Aran blocks, and 72 Dark Blush blocks, and then 32 split Aran and Dark Blush blocks. So every day maybe I can make, because they're going to be small. I wouldn't think that they'd be any bigger than that. Maybe every day I can make 10 blocks and maybe 2 to 3 panels of my Surge Dream Coat for my 100-day challenge. That'll probably put me at an hour or 2 of work, I would think. I'm going to guesstimate. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But that said, thanks to Shelly again, I'm going to be doing this for part of my fair project and the Surge Dream Coat that I will once again link. And Shelly said, wasn't there a card in that package? And I'm like, gee, I don't know. And I looked and looked, and here it was wedged in between one of the leaflets. So my dear friend sent me this beautiful card. And inside it says, thank you for all your help. Hug all your kiddos and tell Win, hey, Randy says hello too. A friendly hello to brighten your day. Remember you're cared for in a very special way. Cheryl, love you, girl. And I love you right back, Shelly. Hope you like these patterns and books and added a special gift, Shelly. I love them, and I love you. The special gift, if you remember, was my gorgeous stitch markers, which I'm already using one of them for my WIP that I wasn't going to start. This was my special gift. She's amazing. So, oh, and if you remember, I showed you these guys that I got clearance. Well, I only got one at Staples. I have my favorite hooks, my scissors, and now my stitch markers from Shelly in here. Oh, and I have this. If you guys haven't used this, I encourage it. It's one of those, I get peach fuzz. And I used to use Wynn's electric razor. You want something you don't want to shave. Oh, dear God, don't ever shave, because then you get stubbles. Peach fuzz, and they're blonde, but they get long, and you could see them. So, I don't use Wynn shaver no more. I use this, and it's awesome. And if I didn't tweeze my brows and I'm headed out, I have a brow one. I quit give it a go with the brow one. So, I recommend these. I didn't think they'd work. And under here, I get little blonde hairs, too. And I use it there. Takes it right away. And then you're smooth like a baby's boom boom. So, yeah, if you never used it, I recommend them. And there's no stubbles. I've been using them for quite some time. And look, there's no, like, black hair. There's no stubbles. I used it the other day. Smooth. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. So you don't need to worry about, I shave and, oh my God, I'm going to get whiskers. No. Because you're not really shaving. You're just taking it off the surface. Like, even if you take a scissors. I did that to my eyebrows back in the day when I wasn't allowed to pluck them. And sometimes I do it with these eyebrows. If they get too long, I take my scissors and trim the tops. Because you don't want to pluck till there's nothing, you know. But yeah, that's another subject. So, that is what I had to share so far today. I'm sure I'll be back. And I want to share one more thing. There are days when, I'm sure we all go through it, where you just cannot get it right. If you remember when I started this Afghan originally for my great niece, I nutsed the first one up. And then I started the second one, and it was going great. It was the Hugs and Kisses blanket. So last night I picked it up because I knew I had to finish it, and I'm crocheting away. And I held it up to put it down to go to the bathroom and get a drink, and I went, oh my God. Wynn said, what? I said, what? Look. Did y'all see that? Going like a dress. Like if I want to make a skirt, I'm doing well. You know, like look at that. You see that? I said to him, it's telling me not to make this blanket. This is going to be a frog. I'm done. I'm not ripping it out. I'm not doing it again. I'm done. Originally, when I bought this yarn, I wanted to make a cardigan anyway. I think this yarn's telling me I'm not a baby blanket. I'm a cardigan. So it's eventually going to get frogged when I have the time. There you have it. And this is the other thing that you'll be seeing very shortly, is this little dress I got to finish. I have to put the eye hook on the back, the sleeves, and then the bonnet. And this is one of Crystal's patterns. And then, of course, weave my ends in. So, and that'll be the last. I'm not going to make the baby a blanket. Only because, oh, blanket. Only because she got the lovey. She got that big sheepy lovey. That's close enough. I finished this for Brooke's little boy. If you remember, I showed you the colors were gray, sage, and white. You guys, this is called the Social Textures Gingham Blanket. Mikey does the tutorial. It's by Jeanne. Jeanne. I can't remember how you say her name. This has got to be the nicest, my favorite thing I've ever made. I'm going to do eventually a big version for us. I'm going to make the double the size of the, I guess I'll just do it twice around to double the size of the block. I'll figure that out another day. Excuse me. This is Brooke's other gift. This blanket is absolutely to die for. The texture of this, oh my God. And it's all done in Red Heart with Love and Red Heart Super Saver. The With Love is the pewter and the eggshell, and the Super Saver is the light sage. It's gorgeous. The colors, the feel, the way it all came together, it is to die for. And Wynn said, you know, hon, if I didn't see you make all those squares myself and you piece that together, he said, I would have thought that you, and look, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect when you fold it. He said, I would have thought that you crocheted that all one piece. He said, that is excellent work. I said, it was the pattern. It's a great pattern. It really, and it was fun. I loved making every single square. And once I got 3 squares in, it was in my mind. Even 2 days later, picking up the work, I remembered the square, no problem. Now, I will tell you that somehow or another, I made the sage squares one, like they were a 1/4 inch off. So instead of redoing those squares, I just went around them with a single crochet and it made them perfect. That's not the pattern. It was not supposed to be a single crochet around the square, but to get them even, I guess crocheting a good year here and having sewing experience, I learned how to improvise when you nuts up. So I just, like I said, went around with a single crochet and it made the sage line up perfectly square with the eggshell and the pewter. So then I was able to do them all together. So it was perfect. So yeah, I wanted to share that. And that is with Yarn and Hooks. Here I go with air quotes, knock it off. That is with Yarn and Hooks update for March 28, 2019. So I plan on finishing, oh, and I'm going to do my scrap box. I have a few, not scrap box. I don't know why I said scrap box. Swap box. I have a few things I need to do yet for my partner's box. If I get them done today, that box is headed out tomorrow. If I don't get them done today, which I should, the box will be headed out Saturday or Monday. But it's heading out no later than Monday. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But I'm going to record what I make, what I put in the box and stuff, because I just want it for my records and to share, because it's my first swap. And then I can look back and go, oh yeah, I did that for my partner. Maybe I want to do this for this swap partner. You know what I mean? Just a way for me to go back and reflect. So that's that. And other than that, I'm going to upload this video. And while that's happening, I'm going to feed my cats, do my litter boxes, change my laundry over, and then I'm going to come back, sit down, answer, I always say answer, reply to comments, which I have so many. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody was glad to have me back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. It's been a rough couple weeks. I'll be honest. When you have bipolar, everything's so much harder. It's just weird. But yeah, I want to thank you all again so much for being there for Wynn and I. We appreciate you all so much. This family that we've built is pretty amazing. And we're very, very blessed and grateful. And we know that. We don't take you for granted at all. I promise you that. I want to thank everybody for being here, for being part of our channel, for subscribing. To all our new subscribers, thank you so much and welcome. If you haven't already subscribed and are just happening upon us, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll get notified each and every time we upload. And please give us a thumbs up if you like our content. We'd appreciate that. And if you would like to share us with your social media friends and family, that would also be great. For now, I'm going to get going and get some things done. I'll share more with you later. Remember I said I was going through and printing patterns? Hello. They're not all. Some of this is mail. Like this is mail. But And some of them are other patterns I had already. This is also male. This is male. So it's not all patterns, but I printed a lot of patterns. Some of them are on a stack there. And I'll share my patterns with you eventually when a video is not so long. This is almost an hour of catch-up here, which I apologize for. But I got off on the coffee tangent and all that other crazy stuff. So yeah, look for next week for sure. Wanda, we got to get together no matter what. We won't record our session, but we will do our own separate video, which will be a collab. And if you've ever seen collab videos, you know what I'm talking about. And Wanda and I will be having that for you guys next week. And I'll link the 100-day challenge. I encourage everybody, including Wanda, which I'll talk to Wanda about that, to join Kayla's 100-day challenge. I don't even know. I don't think Wanda has Instagram. Do you, Wanda? I don't know. I do. I don't always use it, but I have it. So yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to go for now. Thank you all again so much. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you to all my current family subscribers. Y'all are family. You're not subscribers to me. Truly, you're not. You guys are amazing, and the love is just phenomenal. Too bad we all live a million miles apart. It would be great to just have a family reunion every year, every other year or something of our YouTube family. That would be so amazing. Wouldn't it, guys? Yeah. Dream and wish, you know. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. I hope all your days are amazing and you're healthy and happy and well. And I will see you soon. Have a great day, and thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye for now.